ready?
Don't wait for her.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Y'all ready, man? Oh, yeah. Part 3. Oh, yeah. Is y'all ready? Y'all ready, man? Is y'all ready? Is y'all ready? It's time now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Peace and love to all the Moors. Yeah. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, sir. Peace and love to all the Moors, all the Asiatics, all the Muslims. Is you ready? Is this on your wall? Is you flying this on your walls? You flying your flag? Fam, I know you flying your flag now, right? I know you flying your flag now, right? Come on now. Come on. It's about time to start repping that flag. Cause you got pride out here. They repping a banner. They didn't flip the whole demonstration upside down. So you don't want to rep your flag? Your national flag? You ain't repping this? What you doing? They done took our thing. And reversed it. This how it's really supposed to be. They done took the chakra system. They done took this and made it flip. They done flip-flopped it and put it over here. This with the all the LBGT and all of them. So you ain't gonna rep your flag? You ain't gonna rep this? You ain't finna rep this? You finna let them take this and flip this. So this, from this position, how it's supposed to be, it's finna be here? Nah. We repping this, fam. Hey, Morris. I'm glad y'all tuning in. Share this beam out. This is the conclusion. This is part 3 of breaking the psychosis. Right here. Without further ado, we getting straight to it. So where I left off was right here. This is where I left off. We was talking about the so-called blue bloods. Fam, take some notes, screen record, do what you gotta do. Cause we gonna be moving all through time right now, but do your best to keep up. All right? Look. Go straight back to it. What it say? It say this. We be like, how did the Europeans, the pale faces, how did they get in the position that they in today? Picking up right where we left off. All right. Our people mixed, interbred with hybrid European people. So you would say, well, what that mean? Watch this. From 1760 onward, the notion of human races was created and promoted by pale-faced Europeans trying to undermine and overcome the despotic rule of their Moorish overlords. Keep the date in your head, 1760. All right? 1760. Look, under their racist and xenophobic perspective, nations were defined by skin color. Pale-faced Europeans were regarded as superior humans, while so-called blacks, who are really Moors, were portrayed as being at the bottom of the human evolutionary ladder. 1760. To justify this perspective that is contrary to Kofrad's images of adorned royals, clergy, and faith figures were whitened. Pale-faced people will put on our images, portraying this distortion of the truth as fact falls under the heading of revisionism. So they took our faces. Look, like Queen Sophia Charlotte, she was Moorish blood. Check it out. Pictures speak 1,000 words. You see these pictures? This is Charles V's son, Philip II of Spain. This is what they really look like. All right, share this beam out. This is what our people really look like. We talking about Africoid Holy Family Empire, Philip the First. This is what they really look like. They was all Moors, all dark complexion, olive complexion. Holy Roman Empire, Philip the First. All right, say Holy Roman emperors of Moorish lineage, viewed the Roman Catholic Church as the legitimizing agent for their rule. You see this? But this is when tyranny started in the church and the state, ruled by interbreed so-called blacks, accelerated. You see, we started mixing with these pale-skinned Europeans. That's when all hell started to break loose. That's when it started to go crazy. Watch this. You would think like these people are hybrid Europeans, right? Pale faces. But in reality, though, look what happened. Check the date. This is Queen Victoria. This is her. Of Europe. Now, keep in mind, like we left off in part 2, that Europa, all right? This is her Moorish lineage, Queen Elizabeth II, her great-great-granddaughter. This is her. So the so-called Queen of England that died a couple years ago, she actually had Moorish blood in her body. Fam, the rabbit hole goes deep. Watch this. The interbreed so-called black European royals range from half black, so-called black mulatto, to 1/16 so-called black hexadracroon. Some were a quarter Africoid, quadroon, and others 1/8 Africoid, octoroon. They called themselves blue bloods because their veins appear to carry blue blood, and so-called light-skinned blacks who descend from hybrid Europeans by at least 50% or more. This is where it get crazy at. Check it out. Inbreeding among the royals reinforced and intensified their admixture trait among their European royal families. Because keep in mind, the European royal families was all this. This is what the European royal families look like. Look, pictures speak 1,000 words. See this? Pictures speak 1,000 words. He dripped up. Fam got a golden sword, rubies, diamonds. See the flag though? With the black bird on there? Keep that in mind though. See, this is what we really was looking like. But again, all this stuff was flip-flop. This is what Charlemagne really looked like. This is what he really looked like. This is the real Charlemagne. This is an actual portrait, image of his Moorish Africoid features. This is what he really looked like. He was not a pale face. This is why we got to dig in history. St. Augustine. This Charlemagne, again, the first Holy Roman Emperor, the unifier of Western Europe, in all gold, dripped up. See, our own people sold out their own people for power and control. This is what really happened. So when you say what happened, you dig into history a little bit. You ain't really got to go back too far. You ain't got to go back too far. This is Charlemagne. You ain't got to go back too far. This is what we really was doing. Saint Maurice, German Renaissance painter. This is a Renaissance painter portrait of Saint Maurice. Look at him. He's a noble, sword, dripped up, speaking. Because we had all the political power. Here's another image. See the knight? He's rescuing a young girl from death. Look at that. Note that the knight is Moorish, not black, as were most of all knights. See that? See, look, this is how you know they was lying when they changed everything. And they can't bury the truth, though. There are few authentic images of albino knights. Bing bong. You not gonna find no albino knights. You not gonna find no albino no knights, because they wasn't no European pale faces. The Europeans in this time were all copper complexion, dark complexion. You feel me? They was not looking like how they look on TV. Saint Maurice. There he is again. See? There he is again. See this? Here's the Knights of Holy Lance. See, these are German knights. German knights. Now watch this. If that's something that you thinking like, man, that can't be what you talking about. You said that can't be what I'm talking about, huh? Watch this, fam. Watch this, fam. That can't be. You say that can't be. That can't be, huh? Watch this. That can't be. The Knights of Limbach. So that can't be. Here's another German knight. Lutheran Parish Church, Limbach, Germany. Look at the date. 1518. We time traveling. We in a spaceship right now. This is 1518. Moorish, not black. See? That's Sir Marine right here. King Arthur, he was a Moor. Pictures speak 1,000 words. 1,000 words. Father of Habsburg, rulers of Europe in the modern era. This is a statue of a blackamoor holding a Habsburg coat of arms. Fam, you got to be blocked in, plugged in to have your portrait up here. You feel me? This is our real history, though. Because you'll look at this. Look. Look at this. Where's that book at? Look at this. Look what Noble Drew Ali was talking about. Look what Noble Drew Ali the Prophet was talking about. He say, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I'm going to lead some of you Moors all the way up to salvation, and you are going to turn around and go the other way. A lot of our people are right there. They right there, but they hold themselves back though. They hold themselves back though because they're afraid to step into the unknown. Whole time it's not even unknown. If you want the information, it's right there, G. You ain't got to run from the information and try to hide it. You can't hide it. If you want salvation, fam, you got to step into the unknown. You got to step into the unknown because it's unknown to you. It builds up that fear. And people fear what they don't understand. You feel me? So if you step into the unknown, for sure you're going to have fear. But knowing is half the battle. So once you know, you ain't going to have no fear. That shit erases the fear. You ain't going to have no fear. Let's go. Look at this right here. Look at this. Look at this right here. We talking about Germany, right? Now we talking about Germany. Let me show y'all something. Look. Talking about Germany, ain't we? Now in Germany, I want to show y'all what happened in Germany. We moving around all through so-called time right now. Look, 1884. See? But prior to 1884, like I mentioned in the other beam out, prior to 1884, look at 1751. Benjamin Franklin listed all the so-called black nations that are really Moorish nations in Europe. This is concrete evidence to let you know that we was running it. Queen Charlotte, King George, all of them. We was running it. We was running it. Look, all these are Moors. Mulatto or Octoroon, Queen Anne of England. She's Moorish. Yes, sir. Let me know where y'all tuning in from with it. Brooklyn, Islam. The Rack, Islam. Mulatto, Leopold I, Moorish. See? You might look at her and they put the white paint on her and they whitened up her complexion on this portrait. But whole time, Catherine de' Medici, Queen of France, she was actually Moorish. STL, Islam. They put the white paint on her. Phoenix, Islam. Oakland, Islam. Let me know where y'all at with it. See? You see? So Noble Drew Ali was saying it like, hey man, you can't lead a horse to water. Kentucky, Islam. Louisville, Islam. Oakland, Islam. He was saying like, fam, I'm going to lead some of y'all Moors all the way to salvation. You're going to turn your back though and go the other way. Kentucky, Islam. Brooklyn, Islam. Florida, Islam. Then you say this right here. What was going on? What was going on right here? Look. What was going on right here? Somebody asked the question like, well, how did we started going by the Europeans whitening it out? Because our own people sold our own people out. Dallas, Islam. San Fran, Islam. Milwaukee, Austin, Islam. Then you say this. It say, Brooklyn in here strong tonight, huh? Islam. Morocco, Islam. It says, to justify this, do you see what they did? They started painting the clergy, the royal figures, the faith figures. They whitened them up. This is what they did to all of us through history. Through history. Texas, Islam. ATL, Islam. This is what they did, fam. So all these images that we see around the world, they changed the faces. Look, why do you think this guy, look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. Where you at? Where you at? Look at this guy right here. Why you think these guys right here is on their knees? Be more, Islam, Louisiana, Islam. Why you think these guys, why you think they on their knees for? And look what they worshiping. Look what they worshiping. Who they worshiping? They worshiping us. But the sellouts happen with our own people. See, this is the Roman Catholic Church. They're bowing to the Moorish Madonna in Christ. Let's go a little further. Y'all want to go a little further? You want to go a little further on that? Let's go a little further on that. Look at this. Look at this, because I want to show you this. And this was from the last beam out. That's from the last beam out. All right. This is why they bow to us. You see? But it's our own people who sold out our own people. It ain't had nothing really to do with the pale-skinned Europeans. Watch this. So this is 1751. Look at Spain, France, Italy, Russia, Sweden, Germany, America, all Moorish. Not black. Don't fall for that. All Moorish. Feel me? Now, you slide over here to the Nation at Berlin Conference in 1884 and 85. Look how they flipped it. According to who? The dude on the $100 bill. Benjamin Franklin. Look what they did. France, Britain, Ireland, UK, Scotland, Germany, Portugal, Italy, Netherlands, Spain, Sweden, Norway, Russia, Ottoman Turks. Look what they did. They flip-flop everything. Islam, or they flip. You see the flip-flop? But see, if you do it on paper and you do it on portraits, you're not going to really peep because you're not looking at it. We not looking at it because in school systems, we not conditioned to really like study and go in school. We just basically get told what it is in the classrooms and then we take it from there. That's how the school system John D. Rockefeller set up. You feel me? So look, let's go a little further. Now that's the Berlin Conference. Keep that in mind. Manifest Destiny. All right, watch this. This was shit really start going crazy. Turn me up, man. Turn me up. Turn me up. And you go right here. You go right here. So what it say? It say right here. Scientific racism, so-called racism, hid the French. Look at that. It hid that the French Revolution, 1789, 1795. Check it out. represented exploited so-called European pale faces, overturning their so-called black overlords. Keep in mind the French Revolution. This is when the pale-skinned people, this is when they had an uprising. All right? They had an uprising at that time. And if you want to dig into that, where's that? If you want to dig into that, like I did in part 1 and part 2, you can get this book right here. This shit go crazy. And it's breaking it down how during the French Revolution, the uprising happened. Because keep in mind, we was enslaving these pale-skinned Europeans. They ain't had no political power. The pale-skinned Europeans, they was all slaves and subservient. So they wasn't on nothing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't on nothing. But our own people got on bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Our own people got on bullshit. So watch this. Let's go a little further. We connecting. Look, I'm doing my best to connect all these dots. I know I'm moving around rapid, but I'm doing my best to connect these dots because we ain't got a lot of time. But we got to keep it moving, though. All right? I appreciate y'all tuning in, though. Let's go. And we say this. So we say, ironically, the revolution provided an opportunity for Napoleon. Keep in mind, Napoleon was a dark-skinned Moor, a mixed-race general, to display with his own disposition. The positivism. He says scientific racism also hid that the Declaration of Human Rights promoted the rising middle class was in effect demands for pale skins, for portraits, look at that, for equality of their so-called black masters. Who are the so-called black masters? These are the Moorish people, us. You see? So the pale skins, they wanted to get equality, but they had no equality because we put them pretty much in slave apartheid. This is the real history. We always pretty much had them in slave apartheid, subservience. This is the karmatic debt that we had to repay for enslaving them. You know what I'm saying? This is the real history. Ain't got nothing to do with no skin complexion. All right, let's go. So we say this. Where you at? It say so-called racism that whiten fake portraits of so-called black kings and queens, which is really Moorish kings and queens, is in effect a liberation ideology to free hybrid Europeans who were indoctrinated to believe that Moorish were superior beings. The color line was installed in America. Watch this right here. Lock in right here. It say the color line was installed in America to reinforce this ideology resulting from prolonged African hegemony and resentment it entailed over the pale-skinned Europeans. So the very caste system that we created for these pale-skinned Europeans was flipped from karmic debt, the law of retribution. It was flipped on back to our people. You see? It was flipped back on us for enslaving them. It had nothing to do with skin complexion. You had positive people and you had negative people. Just like with anything, you got positive people and you got negative people. It don't matter if you say a so-called Muslim, you a Christian, you a Buddhist. It don't matter what you claim. You study Judaism. It don't matter what you claim. You still could get on that negative side. Even if it's some positive ones, it's the law of balance, the law of polarity. You got positive people and you got negative people. You feel me? Let's go. And you would say this. Go back right here. See the color line? See, we put it over here in the Americas, though, to reinforce that bogus ass ideology. Because it was Moorish hegemony and resentment over these pale-skinned Europeans. So what happened? So what happened then? The authoritarian European nobility and bourgeoisie elite was brown and so-called black of complexion. Watch this. Lock in. See, the authoritarian European nobility was our people. Yo, the authoritarian European rule was our people. It wasn't these people. These people didn't have no political power. This is why we got to dig in these history books and start spilling truth out. So we could stop with the self-sabotage on some, it's them pale people that got their foot on our neck. Nah, G. Nah, it's our own people who doing it. Our own people are doing it. Whether when they call themselves so-called black, people of color, Indian, Negro, African American, it's them people. Them people. They still working with the ops. The other side. You feel me? Let's go. It say, displaying obvious African facial features evident in today's so-called blacks today. These classical Africoid features include full or large lips, nub, flat noses, and kinky hair. See that? See that? Hold up. I was feeling that. I was feeling that. Let's kick it off. I was feeling that earlier. Let's kick it off. You see? And what Noble Drew Ali said about so-called kinky hair. What do you say about so-called kinky hair? What do you say? Look at this. It says, children, if you got this book, this is where we at with it. We coming out of the exhuming of a nation. This is where we at with it. All right? This is where we at with it. Let's go. And you say this, we on page 445, if you got this book. All right? Go right here. What it say? Children, your hair is not kinky. It is woolly like your brother Jesus. Yo. Your hair is not kinky. Our hair is not kinky. Our hair is woolly like our brother Yahshua or Yehoshua. Fam, this is what I'm saying, connecting these dots. We got to start connecting these chessboard dots, fam. We got to start connecting the chessboard, G. We talking about actual climbing up the ladder of higher realms and higher dimensions. But this is our birthright, though. This ain't no superpower or nothing supernatural. We all have these abilities. The illusion is to get us to be like, nah, you got some kind of different type of psychic energy. Nah, you just tuned in. You tapped in. That's what it is. You just tapped in. You choose to tap in, not tap out. Put that on the t-shirt. Tap in, don't tap out. Yeah. Yeah. I like that. I like that. We ain't got no kinky hair. We got woolly hair. Just like Yahshua, fam. Huh? Tap in, fam. Don't tap out. Tap in, don't tap out. I like that. Yeah, I like that. So look, then you say this. You say this right here. What happened? What happened? What was going on? It says so-called racism was invented to get rid of the Africoid rule, whether it is more or less apparent. What? Is you serious? Is you serious? Racism was invented to get rid of the Africoid rule, whether it is more or less apparent. It's an invention. Who invented it? Our people did. Oh my God. Our people who interbred with hybrid Europeans, so-called blue bloods, the ones that you say is like the Boule society and all that, they the ones who cooked up so-called racism. It's a term that they cooked up. Wow. They cooked the term racism up. It wasn't the pale-skinned Europeans. It was our people who mixed with pale-skinned Europeans who tried to hold on to power and control. It's strong. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, what it say? What it say? So it say it emerged as a liberation ideology from these swarthy royals. Hold up, pause, time out. Pause, time out. Hold up. Time out, G. Hold up, time out. We gotta go here. We gotta take it here. Good vision. We gotta take it here. Shout out to East. Yes, sir. Shout out to my brother Buddha. Look, it said swarthy. Swarthy, right? Swarthy royals. You peeped that, right? Swarthy royals. Remember, tap in, don't tap out. Look. What did it say? It said racism was invented by who? By swarthy royals that ruled pale-skinned Europeans by the consent of the Roman Catholic Church, whose elite clergy were family members and the state they autocratically ruled rather than members and rather than by and for the people. Hybrid Europeans, pale faces. Hold up. Time out. Swarthy. Book reference. Let's get a book reference on that. You want to see what that means? I want to show y'all what that means. I'm going to show y'all what that means in real time, though. Let's go. American Heritage. No, this is American Dictionary of the English Language, 1828. So this is the first book that the so-called pale-faced Europeans had, and we had in the Americas. Published by Noah Webster, 1828. Hey, man, hold up. Turn that up, man. Turn that up some. Let's go. Turn that up some. Look. Swarthy was the word, right? Now, I want you to keep that word swarthy in your head. Yeah, keep that word swarthy in your head. You jumping back in the time machine. In the spaceship. Swarthy. What that say? It says swarthy, being of a dark hue or dusky complexion, tawny, in warm climates. In warm climates, the complexion of man is universally swarthy or so-called black. Who does that belong to? The Moors, Spaniards, and Italians are more swarthy than the French, Germans, and English. Come on, man. Huh? What you was saying? What was you saying, fam? You was talking about that Moors didn't go back and Moors was a religious group and some kind of religious organization. But whole time, we jumping in the time machine and you see it right here for yourself. 1828, Noah Webster Dictionary. What you talking about? What you talking about? 1828, the Moors, Spaniards, Italians are more swarthy than the French, Germans, and English? Wait. Let's throw a little confirmation. Let's throw a little extra sauce on it, right? So if that wasn't enough, let's throw some more sauce on it. So let's go to 1751, Benjamin Franklin. You know, the dude on the $100 bill. You know that guy. You know that guy, Benji. Oh, Benjamin Franklin. You know that guy. Everybody love $100 bills, right? Even though it ain't money. So it say who? It says all Africa is tawny, so-called black, Asia chiefly tawny. Wait a minute. Wait. Swarthy, being of a dark hue, dusky complexion, tawny. The Moors, Spaniards, Italians, and the more swarthy than French, Germans, and the English. Wait a minute. That look like confirmation, don't it? Huh? Old Benji boy, 1751. Huh? What did he say? He say, America exclusive of the newcomers. Who's the newcomers again? Just to refresh you, these are the newcomers. These are the newcomers. The pale-skinned Europeans brought over here in the 1700s because of the Transportation Act. That's why you talk about like, all right, what a slave boat at? You see this boat behind this dude right here? Them the slave boats. Now you might be like, Kush, you tweaking. You tweaking. How is these the slave boats? Because these people are Slovakian bloodline. That's how. These people are Slovakians. This is the slave boat, fam. So when they was brought over here, the slave boats brought the Slavs. The Slavs are the slaves. Welcome to the beam out, though. Welcome to the beam out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You was looking for the slave boats? You was looking for the slave boats? The slave boats is right here, bringing over the Slavic people to the Americas. Bing bong. That's why you ain't gonna find no slave boats. Because they destroyed them all, and they flipped the story and was like, nah, we can't have this truth come out. This is the untold history of the enslavement of pale-faced Europeans in early America. Early America. I know. I know. See, it's time to do some critical thinking. It's time to do that critical thinking. Share this beam out. See, critical thinking. We using logic, effective problem solving. We talking about leveling up our intuition. We talking about leveling up our potential and growth of our mindfulness. Using both sides of our minds at the same time. Both sides. Both sides of our minds at the same time. I like that. I like that. That's what we need to start doing. And that's what we doing right now. This is why I say I appreciate all y'all tuning in on this beam out. And you ones that will tune in on this beam out. Because it ain't about CushDey. It's about each one teach one. That's what it's about. Because it's power and it's strength in numbers. And this right here is the flag that we got to get behind. This our flag. This our nation. So why not rep it? You don't want to rep a nation? You say you a citizen, right? People be like, I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen of the United States. Yeah. You say you a citizen. You say you a citizen, right? This is what you said? You sure about that? Because if we go over here real fast, shout out to West Side Gun too, though. Yeah. If you say you a citizen, if you go to the original 13 amendments with the full body of 20 sections, check it out. This will get crazy at when it come to this 13th amendment. What did it say? The 13th amendment with its original 20 sections, check it out. Number 12, the traffic in slaves with Africa is hereby forever prohibited on pain of death and the forfeiture of all the rights and property of persons engaged therein. And the descendants, hold up, let me get it closer. Let me zoom in. And the descendants of Africans shall not be citizens. So how you a slave? How are you a slave? You say you so-called come from Africa, right? Which is really the planet. So if you say these people enslaved you and they brought it over here, where Amendment 13 say in the 20 sections that the trafficking in slaves is hereby forever prohibited on pain and death and the forfeiture. So that means anybody trying to enslave you today, you can lawfully take their head. Anybody trying to forfeit you from your liberties, your rights, your hereditaments. You can lawfully take their head because it's written right here in the law. But do our people get taught to go to the law? Nah. They don't get taught to go to the law. Don't get taught to go to the law. Oh, I got something to show y'all. Fam. Let me pause that. I got something to show y'all. I peeped this today. I said, no, sir. I said, no, sir. This shit kicked it off. What I seen earlier today. Look at this shit. This is shit that kicked it off. Where you at? Wait till you hear this shit. Wait till you see this. You're gonna be like, what? Watch this. Watch this, Jay. Watch this. Fam, watch this.
Change gender. Country. People can change. Vaccine.
Yep.
No, please.
1980. Do I still got it up here?
Vaccines are really the one.
Remember what?
People can change country.
Hold up. I gotta find this. I'm finna find this right now. Hold up. Nah, I ain't finna let this slide. I'm not finna let this slide here. Nah. I'm not finna let this slide. Here it is right here. Allah is the greatest. I wasn't finna let this slide. Now look. Hold up. This is why. Now I want y'all to see something in this video. Now watch this. Now we talking about nationality, right? Repping our flag. Watch this.
I was born and raised in...
Watch this. Hold up. Watch this.
Is your background?
So I was born and raised in Tokyo, Japan. My family's been living in Japan for past 3 generations. All 4 of my grandparents moved to Japan in the 50s and 60s. My parents, they both grew up in Hokkaido, Japan. I went to Japanese school mostly, but I also went to college in London. Yeah. That's me, basically.
Do you consider yourself British or Japanese?
Yeah, I think it's changing every minute, almost.
Okay.
Because so when I was growing up, I thought I'm British, but I grew up in Japan. In the UK, I say I grew up in Japan, I'm from Japan, but I never say I'm Japanese. I'm not from a Japanese family, so I'm quite hesitant to say I'm Japanese, and I would never say that. It's very hard to fully feel Japanese if you're not ethnically fully Japanese. なんか日本語で喋ってる時の方がやっぱりスムーズに出てくるし、もっと受け入れるんだよね。英語じゃなくて日本語を。だからこう、やっぱり僕は日本
Okay, let me stop that bullshit right now. Now let me go right here to nationality. Okay, we gonna go straight from there. What y'all just heard, right? What you just seen. He talking about some. I would. It's changing every day. It ain't changing every day. It's not changing every day. This is why nationality is the order of the day. Just like Noble Drew Ali told us it was and showed us it was. If you don't know, go to those that know law. That's what he was talking about. Now you seen the hybrid European talking about some, it's changing every day. Nah, it ain't changing every day. Nationality from the book, Isonomy. Let's go. Let that ride. Let that ride. Yeah, let that ride. Let that ride right there. What it say? What's nationality? Nationality which arises at birth, coming from the word nativity, which means to be born, is the hereditary genetic birth line of any people of the same parentage. In divine natural law and in the harmonious national and international civic common law, nationality lawfully bonds any people of the same pedigree together. So, by law, definition, you see it yourself. If you from Europe, your nationality is European. Period. Pale-faced Europeans I'm talking about. See, what they'll do is they'll try to bring up ethnicity. Ethnicity has nothing to do with nationality. And I see that they trying to do that. I see that that's the narrative that they've been trying to swing it like. That shit dead. Let's go. You see how nationality derives from nativity? That's your genetic birth, your hereditary genetic birth line. See? This is what nationality is. You feel me? This is why nationality is the order of the day, meaning declare a nationality, because without one, you're gonna be stateless. You're gonna be nationless. You're gonna be black. You don't want that, because without that, you're gonna get abused. You're gonna get mistreated, just like you see how people getting treated today. People without a nationality, they get treated. And people will be like, I seen Moors, I seen things happen to them. How often do you see something happen to Moors who dress like themselves, like they turbans, fezzes, you feel me? They got some Moors drip on. How often do you see Moors that's dressed in the appropriate regalia versus somebody who just outside and they talking ignorant on some black color shit? You see? You see the difference? Look, then you go right here with it. And you say, hold up. It says what? Nationality determines the political and social status, position, or rank in a society. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Hold up. One more time. One more time, G. What it say? Hold up. What it say? It say nationality determines the political and social status, position, or rank in a society. This is why nationality is crucial. That's why they ain't taught to our people. Because if you go to this whole political game and this social status game and this position and rank in society game without a nationality, you at the bottom of the bottom. Black and white are social political statuses in law, not opinion, not feelings, not skin complexion. It ain't got nothing to do that no more. You feel me? Look, it say in the categorization of citizenship, status is the first issue at law. And that must be addressed or considered in the national and international civic arena. Without a status declared, you declared as nationless and stateless, meaning your property. Property to who? You belong to the U.S. corporation. It don't just matter about people be saying about a birth certificate or a driver license. Those are instruments of the U.S. corporation for sure. But those are not lawful contracts because the contract that they got is void ab initio from the dough because it lacks jurisdiction. It lacks the status to have the jurisdiction over Moors. You feel me? Because contract law is two competent parties. You're not a competent party when you a newborn, just came out your mama. How are you a competent party? So the contract, therefore, would be in violation of contractual law. Study contract law. Let's go. Then you go right here and you see it. What it say? It say this. It say this. Look. Furthermore, nationality distinguishes between the primitive aboriginal sovereign, look at that, sovereign people and foreign nations and or aliens in all sovereign nations. What does that mean? So when you say that you're an American, all right, look, and this is what Europeans try to do, hybrids. This is what they try to do. Remember how we was talking about Swarthy? And remember how we was showing how Benjamin Franklin, how he wrote down in 1751, how he was talking about Spain, France, Italy, Russia, Sweden, Germany, America was all Moorish nations. But in the Berlin Conference, it got flipped and they became hybrid Europeans, nations. They flipped it on paper. They didn't flip it in real life. You see? And keep in mind, our own people made it happen, working with hybrid Europeans. Or I should say that the other way around. hybrid Europeans being brought in to work with our people. Shit is wild, G, but it's real. It's real. Look at this. We in 1828. We in a time machine. We in a time machine. Look at this. Crayon colors are not people. Anybody out there still thinking about crayon colors as people? You in the trap. Get out of the trap. Crayon colors are not people. You in the trap. Get out of there. Get out of there. Get out of there. See America? Pertaining to America. See that? Pertaining to America. Look. American. Noun. A native of America. Originally applied to the Aboriginals. Okay. Question time. Originally applied to the native, to the who? To the who? To the natives, to the Aboriginals. Question time. Who are the Aboriginals to the Americas? Who are the Aboriginals to the Americas, fam? It's our people, fam. Aboriginal and indigenous to the land. You see? So then you go right here. That's an American. Hybrid Europeans are not Aboriginal and indigenous. They're not copper complexion. You see? It says found here by the Europeans. And then they tried to write themselves in on paper to be Americans. But if you go right over here, look, you go right over here, European, pertaining to Europe, European, a native of Europe. Ah, can you feel that? Bzzz. Can you feel that? Can you feel that though? Can you feel it? Can you feel it though? Yeah, hold on. Turn me up, G. Hold on, turn me up, fam. Let's go. Turn me up, fam. Can you feel it though? Can you feel that? It feel good, right? It feel good, right? And when you say American is pertaining to the Americas, Europe is pertaining to Europe. So therefore, how could a European pilgrim, how could you come to the Americas and then claim to be an American if your bloodline is pertaining to Europe by your national descent birth line? Your birthright is there. It's not here. I know. Psst. Psst. I know. Yeah, but you said they're called Caucasians? Yeah, they're called Caucasian hybrids. Europe, listen to me, man. This is why people gotta get it. It's so many tricks, it's so many traps that we gotta be on one accord when it comes to our language. Caucasians, Europeans were first dark complexion. All right. Caucasians and Europeans were first dark complexion, copper complexion, olive complexion. They were not pale skin complexion. That didn't happen until we started breeding with those people. Let's go to that right now. See, and that's the thing. They'll be like, well, European is the pale face people. No, Europeans are a breed of hybrids. Just like you would say, like when you talking about cannabis, you got the OG strain and you got the hybrid strain. You feel me? Moors is the OG strain. Hybrid Europeans, they are the ones who mixed in. We mixed in with them. Because hybrid Europeans was having an uprising in the French Revolution. Keep that in mind. So look. Let's go right here, man. Hold on, we got to turn that shit. We got to turn that up. Where you at, more? We gotta go right here with it. Shit finna go crazy. Go crazy. Let's go. Look. The locks. Look. You go right here with it, right? Keep nationality in your mind. Definitely keep that in the front of your mind. All right? This is why pale-faced Europeans, they love saying that they're Americans, but they don't know or they don't speak about nationality, because nationality is a birthright, a hereditary genetic birth line that connects you to the land. This is why they keep trying to get us to think like this not our land. This is why they be like, go back to Africa over there. And they don't want us to connect the dots and say, wait a minute, America is the true old world. And it's pyramids over here, and it's over 2,000 pyramids in the Americas. Who you think cooked them pyramids up? Who built them pyramids, fam? Moors did. We did. But they'll get us to get on some spooky shit and be like, nah, y'all ain't come here. Y'all came over here on slave boats. Whole time, they the ones that came over here on slave boats. Hybrid Europeans. And keep in mind all the time, they are not white people. Don't ever call them white people, because white is a title of nobility that hybrid Europeans, by lawful definition, do not have. They don't have it. Yes. See, we got some critical thinkers on here. I love this shit because we got questions, critical thinkers. Yeah. So Europe is ours. The whole planet is ours. Look, whether you a flat earther, whether you a round earther, the whole planet at one point in time until to this day belongs by birthright and nationality to the copper complexion people of the planet, the dark complexion people of the planet, the tawny complexion people of the planet. You feel me? This entire planet, fam, is Moorish. All right? So that includes up here when you say so-called Europe, which is really the Iberian Peninsula. You got to go back on that. You got to go back to like Carthage or Hannibal Bay. You feel me? You go back to that. Hold on. You go back to them days, Carthage. Yeah. Look. Let's go right here. Throw this on, fam. Take it to the West Coast, man. Shout out to R.I.P. Nip. Yeah. Take it out west with it. No pressure. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. Yeah, it's no pressure. R.I.P. Nipsey. Yeah. Shout out to the West Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? The entire world was not black. You gotta purge that word black out your head. You gotta purge that shit out of your head. Get the colors out of your head. The color has been the problem. You gotta get colors out your mind. You gotta purge that out your minds. Because if you still think colors are people, you in the trap that they want you to be in. You in the crayon box. Ain't nobody no colors. People have nationalities. That's it. Ain't no colors. You don't see Asians coming over here talking about they yellow people. You don't see people from Hindustan. You don't see them over here talking about they brown people. No. You don't see people from Pakistan coming over here talking about they brown, they beige. No. No, sir. They always say, I'm Pakistani. I'm from Hindustan. I'm from Yemen. You feel me? People from Russia, Germany and whatnot over there, when they in Germany and Russia and them over there, they Germans, they Russians. We the only people on the planet that get this 24/7 brainwash colonization to talk about colors, crayons, You gotta get it out. You gotta get the colors, the black and the white. You gotta purge that shit out your head. In order for our people to let this shit go, we gotta get real. We gotta get all the way real with shit. We can't be worrying about, oh, you the way you talk to me, my feelings. It don't matter how somebody give you the message. If they giving you the message with love and they give you the message with respect, they giving you the message that's gonna uplift you. And you worried about, man, I don't like the tone. The tone that you said it, Kush. Man, listen. 2 + 2 is 4. Now, if you come over here talking about 2 and 2 is 5, I'm not finna be like, oh, that's a good try. No, sir. No. 6 and 6 is 12. You talking about it's 14. I'm not finna give you something comfortable where you finna be like, yeah, I feel better now. Nah, I'm finna tell you the real. Gotta tell you the real, Jay. Gotta tell you the real. Got to. I mean, we all gotta do it. We all gotta do it. Hold up. We all gotta do it. You feel me? Take the emotions out of everything when it comes to learning. Is it gonna help you learn, or is it gonna keep you where you at in a state of mind where you don't know? In order for us to uplift ourselves, we gotta put our egos, our emotions in check, under control. That's the way we gonna sin. Pride, ego have been the problem. This is the Moorish flag right here. You looking at it right here. This is your flag. When I say your flag, I'm talking about all of us. This is our flag right here. Right here. The national flag, the empire, and the kingdom is right here. This belongs to us. Us, fam. Us. This our flag. Look. Yeah, bring that back. Feeling that. Yeah, shout out to Sauce Walker. Conway. Let's go. And you would say this though, right? So, if the 13th Amendment, with its original 20 sections, was on some, the trafficking in slaves is hereby forever prohibited, and we on some slavery, then what you talking about then? We never been citizens to the U.S. corporation. That's why. We never been citizens to the U.S. corporation. We cannot be citizens of a foreign for-profit U.S. corporation. We can never be U.S. citizens. This is another trap. This is why we got to study law, government, history, civics. We can never be U.S. citizens. You feel me? We can never be U.S. citizens. That's another trap to get us to be like, yeah, y'all U.S. citizens. No, sir. Because when you say you a U.S. citizen, you're violating your own inheritance and birthright. You're violating law because you're a national of the land. You're not a subject of the land. Therefore, you can't be a part of a foreign for-profit corporation, U.S. citizen. And when you say USA, you got to clarify that. When you say USA, you're saying universal salvation of Allah. That part. Universal salvation of Allah. USA is a corporation. You said, I call myself a Pangean. That is not a nationality. Listen. This is what I'm talking about dealing with law and not just making up something. A Pangean is not a nationality. When you say a nationality, you saying where you from, what's your inheritance, what's your language, what's your national flag. If you said a Pangean, think about it. When you say a Pangean, or somebody say, I'm melanated. Somebody say, I'm indigenous. We all indigenous. But when you say, okay, you said you making a joke. Okay, yeah. But whole time though, real shit though. When you say a nationality, when you identify yourself, you gotta have things that match up. And that'd be the problem with our people. We'll say African American. That ain't nowhere on no map. Pan-African. That ain't nowhere on no map. That ain't no language. Somebody come up to you and be like, do you speak Pan-African? What you gonna say? What you gonna say? Do you speak black? Do you speak white? You feel me? See, when somebody say that, you be like, what? That part. You know what I'm saying? That's why we can't be fucking around with certain shit though. Like when you say like what you is, soon as it leave your mouth, that's where the world gonna hold you at. Like I know you was just saying what you was saying, but real shit though. Like when we say our identity, our nationality, like when you identify as what you identify is, you said, do I speak more? Yeah. Moorish is all languages. So yes. 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 See, that's what I'm saying. See, this is what I'm saying. When you say something, you got to know what you're talking about. 100%. Moorish is pertaining to Moors. Moorish people circumnavigated the planet and created all languages. So since we circumnavigated the entire planet, therefore all languages are created by us. So we have title first to all languages on the planet. You get it? And when you say Morse code in the military is a dialect that you type out, sound, frequency. So every language, every code first was created by Moors. So yes, when you say, do you speak Moor? Yes, I do. All languages are Moorish languages. All of them. So they all belong to us. Bing bong. Then you would say, this right here. What they do? What they end up doing? It say, so-called pale-faced Europeans, mixed race bourgeoisie. So this is when it happened when they talking about what happened with the flip. The flip happened with the so-called pale-faced Europeans mixing with the so-called black bourgeoisie that married outside the Moorish lineage, wanted to be free and determined. You see what happened? Do you see what happened, fam? So our people started mixing with the pale-skinned European people. Look, which is right here. Which is right here. Our people start mixing with these people. See? We started mixing with these people. Look, it say Queen Charlotte was quite concerned about the American Revolution. This is evidence that the entire Moorish royalty was cognizant of attempts to overturn their rule wherever possible. Check it out. Either in the colonies or on the European continent. Oh my God. That's a nuke for you right there. Eat the bomb. Just drop a whole bomb on that right there. You see what it said? It said in the colonies or the European continent, meaning we was on both sides ruling the world at this time. Fam, where is that confirmed at? That's confirmed right here. Look at this right here. 1751. Benjamin Franklin was talking about how the Swedes, the Italians, Russians, Europeans, the Spaniards, the French, they was what? They were generally what we call a swarthy complexion. We didn't win over swarthy already. Also the Germans. Only ones that wasn't swarthy or tawny complexion was these newcomers. Who was the newcomers again? Right here. Right there. Those are the newcomers. Those are the newcomers. These people. This is why you ain't gonna find no slave boats. That's why you're not gonna find no slave boats around here. This is why. This is why. This is why. Somebody asks, why do I call them pale people? Because they are pale. European hybrids, these people right here are really the black people. You want to see some proof? Okay. American Dictionary of the English Language. See this right here? See this? See this? When you say, why do I call them pale people? Here you go. 1828. Jump in the spaceship. We in a time machine. These ain't my words. So I don't want you to get it misconstrued when you like, nah, them CushDey words. Nah, I'm finna show you straight out the book. Straight out the book. 1828, Noah Webster Dictionary. Noah Webster Dictionary. What did it say right here? It says black. Black. What that word say? Pale. Black is pale. Shout out to A-Rap Music. Yeah, bring that back. I'm feeling that. 1828, G. Now, this ain't CushDey's words. We coming straight out the book. Straight out the book. Shout out to LA. Look, straight out the book. See that? To become pale, to turn white, to become black, to blacken. This is what black mean. So when our people be on here calling themselves black, or in real life calling themselves black, you calling yourself a pale person. You calling yourself a pale man, or you calling yourself a pale woman. You think that you got some kind of empowerment, some authority when you say, I'm black and I'm proud. Black magic. Black girl magic. Yeah. Whole time you calling yourself pale woman and pale man. You ain't got no authority in that shit. You calling yourself a pale person and don't even realize it. So everybody around the world looking at your ass like, why you keep calling yourself pale when your skin complexion is clearly brown or tawny or swarthy? You calling yourself a pale person. And the only pale people are these people. Bing bong. This is why you ain't gonna find no slave boats. Because Slavs are the black people. And when they say the black slave trade, they actually was talking about these people. The hybrid Europeans that was brought over here. And as you see, as a cross reference, brought over here from where? What was they brought over here from? What was they brought over here from, Kush? They was brought over here from where? Where? Where it say? They was brought over from the colonies or the European continent. So the so-called Slavs and our own people was brought over here, but more so these people was brought over here, and they wasn't all no indigenous servants. Nah. Shout out to Dykeman, NYC, Islam. So when you see that, you say, well, the slaves was brought over here from where? They was brought over here from Europe, fam. Who was running Europe? Who was running Europe? Our people. Our people. Our people. You might look at her and you might think that she a pale-faced European, right? Huh? Now you might take a look at her and you might be like, what? She look like a so-called white person, a European pale-face. Let's look at her name. Her name is Eleanor of Austria, Queen of Portugal and France, with Blackmore lineage. Her nationality is Blackmore. We say more, drop black off. And she was the Queen of Portugal and France. You might look at her and think she a pale face. Yeah, she got very light complexion, but her bloodline is Moorish blood. Because we went around the planets, whether you want to go to a flat earth or you want to go to a round earth, what you trying to do? What you want to do? What you want to do? Flat Earth or round Earth? Which flat Earth or round Earth? What you want to do? What you want to do? Huh? What you want to do? Flat Earth? You want to do a round Earth? What you want to do? Which one you want to do? Flat Earth, round Earth? Huh? What you mean? Huh? What you want to do? Shit lit. What you want to do? You want to go to flat Earth? You want to go to round Earth? You want to go to pictures? Huh? This what King Charles looked like at first. He looked like this. Dark complexion. Not this. Huh? Huh? King James in the Bible? This what he looked like. Dark complexion. Say what? Pictures speak 1,000 words. Did you know that Socrates, he was a Moor? Huh? Huh? Did you know that? Did you know that? Socrates actually was a Moor? Huh. You said what? Socrates was a Moor? Let's go. What you said? So you thought it was like a game. You thought we was finna close out this beam out. You thought we was finna close part 3 out on some what? On some what? What you thought? What you thought? We weren't finna go hard on this? So you thought we weren't finna go hard on the third one? This the third one, G. You thought we was gonna close out on some. Nah, we ain't on that. We ain't on that. Look, Socrates was a Moor, fam. You feel me? He was a Moor. Know thyself. One that tear the whole history book up. That'll tear the whole history book up, right? Even Alexander the Great received an education from the priest of Kemet. The conqueror of all civilization in his time was a devoted worshiper of African deities. African deities. What? 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 Oh, this is Moorish. This Cordova in Spain, African city. Huh? But what happened though? What happened though? Because I'm finna move around in a minute though. Hold on, what time is it? Okay, we got a few minutes. What happened though? What it say? It say they realized that the growing so-called white, pale-faced European nationalism permeated the demand for a government by and for the people, and they were the target for the revolution to overthrow their African rule and hegemony. In turn, watch this, the Moorish royalty hid their Africoid appearance behind eggshell makeup and wigs. So this is when we have. This is when we hold up, man. Hold up. This is when we have. This is when we have, like out there in England where they got the cotton wigs and all that, where they got the wigs on, the Whigamore party and the cotton wigs. This is where we get them with the Whigamore party and the cotton wigs, Morse. This is where we get them at. This is exactly where we get them from. Hold up, Jay. Hold up. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. This is where you get the cotton wig party from and all that. The Whittemore party. You see how we was ruling, but our own people sold out? This is what happened, G. This is how lit it is, though. Look. You say what? You say I feel bro giving a lecture and battle rapping at the same time. Yes, sir. See what happened? So look. Then it say the growing introspective and attempts to hide their so-called blackness. What they do? See, they wanted to hide who they was. Like other Moorish royals, Queen Charlotte's Africoid, her Moorish features were evident. Over a dozen quotes by contemporary observers pointed out Charlotte's apparent Africoid features. So her Moorish features. Appreciate you too, Moor. Look, so you see, her Moorish features can't be hidden. Her face, look at her hair. Look at her hair. Look at her hair. Look at her face. Look at her phenotype. You see? Look at her phenotype. We built different. Y'all know that. So since we built different, you can see how they tried to so-called whitewash and put pale-faced European faces on us. All pale-faced Europeans are doing today is superimposing their faces on our history with the help of our own people selling out. This is what they own. So that's how they doing what they doing. They superimposing their faces on our history. This is why you study the past. Study the past so you don't forget the past. So they don't rewrite it and have Tupac, Biggie looking like a pale-faced European. Because they're superimposed. They got ChatGPT. They got a whole gang of shit now. They got a gang of shit now. They could superimpose anything, G. They'll have somebody looking like some from a place they wasn't even in. Shh. Hey, man. Technology, I have stuff looking like it wasn't even like it was. ChatGPT, all that. AI, all that. Yeah. AI, all that. Man, look, man. Hold up. Look, man. Because I'm finna move around. I'm finna move around, G. Hold up. What is that? I'm finna move around in a second. I appreciate all y'all more tuning in, though. Real shit. Let's go. Appreciate all y'all more tuning in, fam. You know, all y'all tuning in, though. Because this is where you said what now? Look. This right here. Look at this. Then you say this right here. This is when our own people that was Moorish royals, so-called blue bloods, that mixed with hybrid Europeans because the hybrid Europeans from the French Revolution started to uprise. Washington, Islam. NYC, Islam. Houston, Islam. We got a problem, Houston. We got a problem, Houston. Look, then you say this. So look, what she do? Islam, more. Much love. Then you say this right here. You say Baron Stockman, her own physician, described Queen Charlotte having a true mulatto face. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And what is mulattoes? Huh? Now look at this shit. This I wanted to show y'all if I slid though. Look. This I wanted to show y'all if I slid. Look at this. Now you see how you talking about mulatto, right? Talking about mulatto, right? Now we go right here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Straight from the law book. Look at that. Henry Campbell's Black Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Look at this. Look at this. It says the word Negro, right? Watch this, Morse. It say the word Negro means a black man, one descendant from the African race, and does not commonly include a mulatto. Why is mulatto not included with so-called Negro? Bing, 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 bing. This is the games that they play. This is the games that they play to divide us even further. They come up with categories like mulatto, and all them other categories. The reason why they did that is to divide and conquer, to come up with subdivisions of the same people, to get the same people to think that they different people, arguing about problems that they all included in. Run that shit back. Run that shit back. Look. What it say? It say term, what it say? It say this, but the laws of the different states, I was feeling that. It say, but the laws of the different states are not uniform in this respect. Some including the description of quote unquote Negro, one who has 1/8 or more of African blood. Watch this though. Watch this though. The term quote unquote Negro means necessarily person of color, but not every person of color is Negro. Drop the phone. Just drop the phone, G. Just drop the phone and just be like, oh my God, coño. Not every person of color is Negro, because none of us are persons of color to even be considered a Negro. Bing bong. Ooh, none of us is persons of color. This is why we not Negroes. Gotta let that marinate. Just gotta let that one marinate, G. Just gotta let that one just sit in. Just tap into that shit. Just tap into that. Just let that one just marinate on. Just let that one just marinate in you. We not Negroes. We not Negroes. We not persons of color. We not black. But what these people do over here? Hold up. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this. This is how you know they a fraud. This is how you know they a fraud. Look at this. It say what? It say Black Muslims, an organization of American Negroes, founded in Detroit, 1930, by an American Negro calling himself Muhammad Elijah Muhammad. To the traditional Quran, the founders added the doctrine of black supremacy and proclaimed the desirability of maintaining or regaining the purity of the black race. Pause. Elijah Muhammad studied under the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. You see the date, 1930, right? Check the timeline. Noble Drew Ali was Elijah Muhammad, who used to be Elijah Poole Bey, his teacher. Yeah. Because he studied under so-called Farad Muhammad. And Farad Muhammad was a student of Noble Drew Ali. They thought it was like a game or something. I mean, this is what they thought. They thought it was like a game or we was on something different or something. Nah, it's full court pressure all the time. You see this? You see this right here? You see what they did? Peace, more. You see what they did? So-called black Muslims, Negroes, but didn't it just say over here where it said the term Negro means necessarily person of color, but not every person of color is Negro? Psst. Welcome to the beam out. Welcome to the beam out. Every person of color is not Negro. So why would Elijah Muhammad be out here talking about Negroes if not every so-called Negro is a person of color? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Huh? Think about it. Just think about it. Just think about it. Why would he do that? Because if you scroll right up here to the black codes, a name given collectively to the body of laws, statutes, rules in force in various southern states prior to 1865, which regulated the institution of slavery, and particularly those forbidding their reception at public inns and on public conveyances, civil rights was struck down by the Supreme Court, not once, not twice, but 3 times. 3 times was struck down. Civil rights. Google it. Look it up. Look it up yourself. Civil rights was struck down by the Supreme Court 3 times, Moors. 3 times. So why is the NAACP still in operation? Oh, why is the NAACP still in operation if the Supreme Court struck you down 3 times? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I'm just saying, man. Connect them dots. You feel me? So I'm finna move around though, Morris. This was strong though. Yeah, this is one of them. Yeah, this is one of them. Let me go out how I started. Let me go out how I started though. I was feeling that. Yeah. Hopefully y'all got some off this beam out. Y'all already know how we get down. Y'all already know, fam. Hopefully y'all got something from this beam out. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all that tune in on these beam outs though, real life. You know what I'm saying? It's always an appreciation for y'all when y'all tune in and you share the beam outs and we all learning. Remember, this ain't about CushDey, self-gratification and ego and all that. It's our time right now. It's our time. It's our time, G. So we ain't got no time to be playing around and all that. It's our time. Our time. It's our time. You feel me? The quicker we get it, the sooner we gonna have it and our children gonna have it. Our little babies, our nieces, our nephews, our cousins. You feel me? I'm talking about the next generations because the 3rd and 4th generations is here. Now, ahora mismo. Right now, we here. So you don't want to step into this? Stop it. Stop. You don't want to step in here? This your flag. Man, stop, man. So let me show y'all these books before I slide, though. What time is it? Yeah, it's time to move around. All right? Check it out. Get them screenshots. Yeah. Appreciate you too, Moore. Get them screenshots. Yeah. Yes, sir. You already know. You already know. Get them screenshots. Yeah. Yes, sir. Each one teach one. For sure. Critical thinking. Alright? Critical thinking. This be the thing though. When we critically think, we solve more problems with less effort. Because think about how much effort we waste just complaining about how to fix something. But if we focused on critical thinking, we will already be knowing how to fix it before we move the muscle. Instead of going through the motions trying to fix something and we ain't got the solution. We trying to wing it, freestyle it. Nah. Critical thinking is you already problem solved before you even gotta do it. So it ain't even gonna be a question of when is it gonna get fixed. If I got a problem with my plumbing in my house, I'm finna call a plumber. I'm not finna call an electrician. You feel me? I'm not gonna call no electrician to fix my plumbing. I'm gonna go straight to the source. Critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? Critical thinking. If I wanna hire a chef, I'm not gonna call a plumber. You feel me? I'm not gonna call somebody else for the job I want to do. That's critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a problem with comprehending law. So we gotta go to law books. You feel me? Go to law books to understand lawful remedy. I like that. I like that. Go to law books to get a lawful remedy. Not complaining. Critical think. Go to law books. Problem solve. Problem solve. So, I'm finna move around though, Morris. It's always lit, man.